Hey YouTube, this is Wheelchair21, and this is the rolling review for Build Burning Gundam from Gundam Build Fighters Try. Yes, this is the titular character's freaking mobile suit. It is Seikai Kamaki's awesome Gunpla that he somehow inherited from Sayori through the World Championship trophy left at the school. Now, this Burning Gundam is not ordinary none the least. It pretty much looks like a fusion of Double O, Seed, and, well, obviously, it has no real comparison to the Burning, except really its head and its pilots and owners, Jigen House style. It has the nice, cool things of the Plavsky amplifiers built into it, which can turn red and blue, and you need to swap out. The one thing I will say right now is you really need to check because there's a small little crack that formulated in this cover case right here for the Plavsky adapter, and it kind of pisses me off. But right now, I really love the details. I think the red works amazingly. It kind of reminds me of the Rising Gundam from G Gundam, and I like the blue. So yeah, it's really Rising-like. It has more of the Rising motif than it actually does Burning or the Shining, which were Domon Kashu's mobile suits from the series. I gotta say, right off the bat, that it works well, it looks nice, and it just is very vibrant, and it's really static. It just looks very heroic, and it kind of sucks because he has no weaponry, but it's more of a close combat since the series seems to be built on a teamwork effort, so he most likely will be offense while the others provide the cover fire to allow him the, openings to attack his opponents. Now, the build burning comes with almost 3 pairs of additional hands. I should say not almost, but does come with 3 pairs of additional hands as I try to pick them all up without dropping them. Right here, 2 open hands, 2 karate chopping hands, and 2 hands to actually hold weapons, because I'm guessing in the show there will eventually be a use for it to actually have these open fists to carry stuff. I mean, most likely these are made also to hold other customary weapons and stuff if people want to customize the figure, but overall there's not really much use to them because of how this Gunpla actually works on the show thus far. Now, to switch the Burning Build Gundam between its 2 forms, you have to actually pull off parts to reveal the actual condensers or absorbers. I don't know what you would actually call these things, and you just plop them out and replace them with a nice orangey red piece. Now, in the show, I guess they're going to be blazing orange but have the tint of red to them, but it's kind of confusing. I don't know. It's usually in Mobile Suit Gundam is if it's red, it's usually orange in clear plastic. I don't know, something like that they do. Or it's a dark pink, magenta. It's kind of confusing. But you flip and switch, and like I said, when I went to prepare the Mobile Suit for this review, it already cracked in one area. This was just like the first time I even switched them out because I have it in basic active mode. Basic attack mode, and it really kind of irked me. But I mean, this is actually one of the cheapest model kits in the last year or two, so I mean, I can just replace it, or I can contact a friend in Japan who may have the model kit, and he can order, spare parts. Now, in its active mode, it actually gains this awesome flame effect and flame halo, which plugs into the back of the mobile suit. It's kind of like its expansion pack right now. It's the only thing it has with it. It doesn't have a booster pack, but it's kind of explanatory. The whole flame effect looks amazing. It really is reminiscent of the original Burning Gundam's halo kind of ring that it got from its exhaust, from its actual booster core, and it looks great. The orange, to show its red, like blazing inert mode, looks amazing. I like it. It works out really great. I prefer it in this mode because it comes with awesome little burst effects, like its erupting burning kick, or its multiple blazing punches, which actually come with erupting burning finger effect piece hands, and as well as awesome flame streams to come off each of the weapons. There's several variations, as you can see me drop on to the table, and many ways to, in a sense, display the variations of the effects and the weapons and the burst effects. And honestly, I really like them. They look amazing. They look nice. They're really, really cool. And they're great. I'm pretty sure you can even attach these to maybe your Kamen Rider Figuarts, because this is all made by Bandai. One of the best aspects about these model kits and figures. And first off, we're going to look right at the kick effect, meaning we are going to need a stand. Luckily, I have my GP base on me to actually prop up the figure. And like I said, once it's on the GP base, it looks amazing. This blazing burning kick is awesome. It's cool. It has the nice stream effect, which you can swap out for any length. There are at least 3 to 4 variants in size of how you want your full stream burst to look, and it just clips right onto the shoe, similar to Tamashi's Rider kick for Ichigo, V3, and I would believe Nigo. I believe they all came with a kick effect. I could be wrong. Anyways, it looks great. It looks awesome. It's great to have on a GP base, but it's better when using the burning finger. Now, the burning finger is similar as you just swap out a hand and you use one of these nice clear pieces for the fist effect, for the full-on punch effect, and you just add the streaming flames. You also have to add back on the energy halo, the flame exhaust, and you turn it into a full jet stream, because it actually forces the character off. It pretty much jettisons him to, attack his opponents and destroy them. Now, Episode 3 probably just came out as I'm recording this review, and I've yet to watch it, so most likely these moves might have debuted by now. The Erupting Burning Finger effect for the build burning is amazing. I just love it. It looks great. The flame effect is even cool once it is in its full stream effect, to look like it's jettisoning into its opponent to just clobber them and to defeat them is by far one of the best effects about the actual Gunpla, this nice little model kit. And since I have displayed everything that it comes with, everything that it can do, there's only one thing left I can honestly say, and that it is evaluation time. Yes. Alright, this Gunpla, first off, is a cheap Gunpla if purchased at the right store. It is also a really neat design. It just really contrasts well with the kind of Seed, with the Double O, with the modern age Gundam style, but to be the representation of the burning Gundam in the modern era. The colors are great. It reminds me of the Rising. The effects are one of the best parts about it. Now, it doesn't come with any weaponry or any beam sabers as such, but there's probably stuff coming down the line as a build custom effects set. Most likely it's going to be a build custom burst knuckle, as it somewhat shows in the opening credits of the series. Now, I'm not telling people to go out and buy this. You really have to just be either a G Gundam fan or actually a fan of build fighters in general, Build Fighters 1 or Build Fighters Try. I honestly think it's an easy pass due to the fact the ball joints tend to be very weak in the shoulders, and they tend to pop out. The actual flame coils that come off of the burst punch and burst kick effect pop off quite a bit. The actual cover piece to the forearm guards of the Plavsky particle drives, or I would say, I guess, absorbers, or I don't really remember what they're exactly called. The clear crystal pieces here will crack and shatter, so maybe buy bulk of the burning, just to ensure, you always have a constant supply to make sure you can just fix your figure if it breaks. I think it's amazing. I think it's cool, and I really don't have any hate towards it. I just think that the shoulders are a pain in the ass, and the fact that it just cracks easy in the forearms just is, you're asking for trouble. honestly, it's one hell of a Gundam. And I should say one heck of a Gunpla. You can find this Gunpla at AmiAmi, Hobby Search, Hobby Wave, Hobby Link Japan, and most likely on Amazon or maybe your Barnes & Nobles. These will be out probably in Barnes & Noble by December, I would suppose, since, they just recently came out in Japan. They're around $13, maybe $20, due to I would say, due to currency conversion, but honestly, it's worth it. I recommend it if you like Build Fighters or Build Fighters Try, or you just want to have something that is somewhat related to G. Because, my god, G Gundam is that series. It is. It's like my favorite next to 00. So, yeah. And yet I still don't have an amazing Exia yet on hand to customize into my Flashpoint Gundam. But that's another story. Anyways, this has been a rolling review, which you can see here on my channel, or on HeroTaku.com. You can subscribe, like, comment on this video, and several more. You can follow me on Twitter. My Instagram is also Taja_Doyle. Check out HeroTaku.com on Facebook and Twitter. Follow them, check out their podcast, check out our content on the site, and I'll see you next time for another rolling review, Doyle's DVDs, Card Game Shenanigans, or a vlog.